Britain's children are facing a crisis. By 2050, a quarter of youngsters will be obese. At the same time, hundreds of thousands of children are going to school hungry. We face a huge challenge in tackling both obesity and malnourishment in the UK. If we don't do something now to help our children, who will? I'm Paul Lindley, and I set up Ella's Kitchen to help babies and young children eat healthily.
Do you want to pour it? Yeah?
Start Smart Week is our campaign to improve the health of the nation's children through awareness around nutrition and support and advice for families. Our pilot scheme is in Leicester. Here, by year 6, over 35% of children are overweight or obese, and 31% of under 16s live in poverty. Throughout the week, 1,600 free breakfasts are being delivered to schools and nurseries across the city. At this nursery, there are startling stories about child hunger.
My name's Barbara. I'm the deputy manager within the Alexton Day Nursery in the West End area of Leicester. When the children come in at 8 o'clock in the morning, they'll be provided with a breakfast. Sometimes we would get children that would come in then, and they would speak about food a lot. They would eat a lot as if they were storing up food because they know they're not going to get anything then when they do go home. I mean, you know, when they leave here on a Friday afternoon, they wouldn't eat properly over the weekend, and it would be Monday morning when they come in and they're going to be hungry, and you know to ensure that there is a breakfast for them. With parents who's got into debt, you know, where they would have people coming knocking on the door on a Friday afternoon wanting the money, so food would be the last thing. Parents who have got addiction issues, you know that addiction is going to come before that child having some food. So we'd say, have you got food at home? And they'd just say, no, we haven't. So then we would take stuff out of our kitchen then to give to the parents to ensure that the children do get a meal then when they do go home.
But that isn't just an isolated case. In northwest Leicester, another nursery sees food poverty on a daily basis.
My name's Nafisa Rafiq. I am one of the senior managers here at Bright Bees Nursery. We're based in Northfield, one of the most deprived areas of Leicester. Children are coming to the nursery extremely hungry. Some parents say their benefits don't cover it, or it's too expensive, or it's easier for me to buy a bar of chocolate. They are coming in with family-sized chocolate bars and bottles of Coke for breakfast. I had a child at the nursery whose parent told me that he's never sat down on a table for a meal. He's never had the social interaction with food. He's seen it as something that he needs to find and scavenge for. You'd see that he would grab it and he would go to the corner and have it, and you'll see him rummaging through the bins. People really need to open their minds and stop being so blind towards child hunger in this country.
Start Smart Week is running Let's Get Cooking sessions at schools and Leicester Market to educate families on cooking basic meals. But with food banks on the rise, affordability for parents in Leicester is a real issue. 26% of parents say the price of buying fresh ingredients is the main barrier to children's healthy eating. Start Smart is working with community partners throughout the city to help.
My name's Jeanette. I'm the chair of the Air Sponsor Parent Care Forum here at the Children's Centre.
I'm Deborah. I'm also part of the Parent Care Forum.
And we've just started doing some healthy breakfast club for families. Air Sponsor is classed as a deprived area, and I think there's many families that probably wouldn't even have cereals at home. Certainly won't buy fruit because obviously prices and things.
Cereal's expensive.
Yeah.
Fruit's quite expensive.
Yeah, fruit.
The whole
expensive.
fruit is.
The whole everything.
Especially when you've got
To
a
be
big
honest.
large family as well, because I've got 5 children, 7 in my house.
There's 8 in my house.
A lot of it comes down to price. All the things that are buy one get one free are always stuff that are full of sugar and additives.
We decided to give the parents a bit of a healthy treat today. We've done a nice healthy cooked breakfast. It's not cost us a lot really to provide breakfast for about 20 people today. So if you scale that down on a family basis, they could do it very cheaply and it's still healthy.
Unless you educate people on what exactly they should be giving their children, you can't keep telling them that they're doing something wrong.
My name is Tanya Smith. I live in Ayers-Monsell. What I have to think about is what will last the longest. How will I spread that out? I have to do big pots because then it will go around everyone. So it's like the stews, the chicken casserole. But it's just obviously when we can afford to get all the ingredients together. It is hard to give them more than what they want for breakfast and what they need. But it would be nice to actually go out and say, right, we can have this today. But we can't because it is expensive, and with having a big family, it is like budgeting on what you can get.
To help with affordability, Start Smart Week is running Shop with a Healthy Helper sessions in supermarkets, giving parents free advice from nutritionists on meal planning and budgeting. We want every supermarket in the UK to have an in-house nutritionist to educate parents in providing kids with a healthy diet.
My name's Emma. I have 2 children, William, who's 10, and Sam, who's 8. I signed up for the Shop with a Healthy Helper scheme because my kids eat junk food. I don't cook because I don't know how to, and B, out of laziness, I'd much sooner shove something in the oven and let it cook itself. I tend to buy a lot of ready meals, sausage and chips, or sometimes if we're pushed for time we'll have McDonald's. It's certainly cheaper for me to take 2 children to McDonald's than going and buying all the ingredients for a meal. My eldest son has recently put on quite a bit of weight, and so has my youngest son. If I didn't change my children's diet now, I can only see them getting more and more obese. The Shop with a Healthy Helper scheme is a good idea because it will help you generate a healthy meal for you and your family on a budget as well.
The stories around Leicester's Start Smart Week prove that a change in child nutrition across the UK can and needs to happen.
I think the whole Start Smart idea is brilliant. There needs to be a lot more help advising people and educating them about nutrition.
The Start Smart Week is to ensure that it is just a normal way of life for children to eat this nutritional food.
Start Smart Week has been such an amazing week. It's shown to everybody the importance of a nutritious breakfast. This is a type of food that many parents have said to me, no, my child doesn't eat raisins, no, they don't like dried fruit. And the children have taken that positive feedback back to their parents.
I hope Leicester is just the first ripple in a tide of change tackling child nutrition in the UK. Are you going to tackle child hunger and obesity in your city? Help your children to start smart.